Are you in the club? Hey guys, welcome back to DCTC. This is Amy Jo. What you are seeing in the video is something so exciting, or at least I'm super excited about it. It is a brand new line of crafting kits. These are not available yet in stores, but they will be really soon, and they are called Gel Appeal. So we have the whole line to show you. We have the deluxe kit, the sparkle kit, and then we have sparkle purple, sparkle pink, neon pink, and pure gold. We are gonna have a lot of fun with this. I love doing crafts, and I know you guys love crafts too. So let's see, let's start with the deluxe kit. All right, so I opened the box, and of course the first thing that I wanna check out is the gel. There are 5 different tubes of gel. Pearly Plum, Sparkle Seafoam, Pure Gold, Sparkle Coral, and Pearly Lilac. So, or Lilac. I guess you could say it either way. Those are good colors. And then here are the templates. There are 24 different design templates. So look at all this cool stuff we can make. Flip it over and show you what's on the back. See? Look at those earrings. Bracelets. Oh, we're gonna make some fun stuff with this. This is the clear sheet that you place over the template to create your design. And see how this is a little bent? You wanna make sure that you open your box up a couple of hours before you want to create your designs, because you need to set something heavy on it so it will flatten out. We also have a little cleaning tool and the tips to squeeze the gel out of. I'll open those in a minute and show you. And then we have some hardware, so we can make keychain and earrings and a headband. Now, before we actually make something, I want to show you something cool. So the way this works is we're gonna tape our design template down to the table and then tape the clear piece over that, and then there are all these little instructions that are built in. So you can see this says this is intermediate. So this is something that you would want to try after you had done some of the beginner templates. But I want to show you something. I want to show you what this stuff looks like when it's finished, because it is so cool. So I probably won't be able to line it up perfectly, but as you can see, this bracelet is this template. It's the finished product. See how that works? So you lay it over that, and then when it dries, you peel it off, and you have a little bracelet. Ta-da! Isn't this stuff awesome? You guys are gonna love this. You're not gonna believe all of the cool things that you can make. Now, in addition to the templates, you might want to get crafty and creative and make something all on your own, like I did here. So I made a regular bracelet, but then I added DCTC to it to personalize it. So isn't that neat? So you could do something like this, and you could put your name or your initials, or you could make your own DCTC little bracelet like this. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I know you're gonna do cool things with this. And I have a few other things that are finished that I want to show you, but I'll wait a little bit. But I couldn't wait to show you these. Aren't these earrings amazing? I love these. I just can't believe all of the neat things that you can make with this gel. This is so exciting. I think this crafting kit is gonna be a hit. Okay, so now let's look over the directions, and then we will make some things together. Now let's talk a little bit more about these little tips that I showed you. So these are the different design styles. So we're gonna need a round tip, a star tip, a rake tip, and then with those tips, we can make a spike effect and a rainbow effect. Doesn't that look cool? So let me show you what they look like. So this is just the regular round tip. This is the rake tip. And this is the star tip. Can you see the differences? Here they are up close. Star, rake, round. We also have this little cleaning tool, and this is actually to clean the inside of the cap when we're done. So the gel dries out when it's exposed to air, so what we're gonna do when we're finished, and I'll show you, is we will clean out the cap and then press all of the air out before we put the cap back on, and that way it won't dry out in the little container. Okay, let's get started. So I just took the cap off like this, and then there is a little plug. We're just gonna pull that out, and you need to make sure that you save this. That is very important. We'll just get it out of the way. And then we're going to screw on the round tip. I have prepared our template by taping it down with the clear sheet over it. And we're gonna start with an easy project. These actually remind me a lot of silly bands. I don't know if you guys remember those or not. But we're gonna start right here with the heart. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I actually did it backwards. It has the steps on it. Number 1, you start here and it has little arrows showing you the direction. And then number 2, you start here and go down. And I should have done this side first because doing that side means that I could have bumped my hand into this side and messed it up. So I didn't pay attention, but I'm going to in the future. So there is our little heart, and we will let that dry, and then we'll move on to another one. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do another one just really quickly. So as you can see, I just turned the template. So the little heart we did is up here, but this has to dry for 1 hour. So I thought, let's make another one. Okay, so this is just an oval. I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna do this side first this time. And while we're waiting for that to dry, we'll go ahead and clean this up. So this is the important part. So you wanna press the gel right to the top and put the plug back in. And we can take our little cleaning tool and remove the extra. Put the cap back on, and now it's ready for next time. And this will be easier to clean out once it totally dries, but this is the tool that you use to clean all of the gel out of the different tips. It has definitely been over an hour, so we can scrape all of the dried gel out of the cap. Okay, so now our tip is all clean and ready for another project. Before we start our next project, we need to peel off, I'll call them our little silly band bracelets because they remind me of silly bands. There's our heart. There's our oval. And I noticed that it said on the sheet that you could wrap it around your finger multiple times to make a ring. So that's cute. But if you don't want it as a ring, here it is as a bracelet. Okay, I think we're ready to move on to something more complicated. Next, we're going to make the chevron bracelet down at the bottom, and we're going to use the green and purple for that. And it says right here that these cuffs, it says right up in the corner, that they need 2 hours to dry. So I'm going to try to gently remove the clear and add a different template underneath so we can make something else, and then they can both dry at the same time. Now, sadly, this did not turn out as good as I thought it would. I think it would have looked better if I did the inside one color and then outlined it with a different color, especially the gold. The gold just looks like kind of like an O, but I'm gonna let it dry, and it's supposed to dry for 4 to 6 hours. I'm gonna let it totally dry, and then I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do to make it look a little better. Okay, so I let it sit overnight, so it's definitely had plenty of time to dry. It actually looks better now that it's dry. So there it is. The gold one is still not great, but like I said, it does look better than I thought. So this is a little concerning that these aren't touching. That could present some problems. So one thing that I could do is I could put down like a big square blob of the gel, and then I could press the DCTC down into it, and I may do that just to make it super secure. Now let's peel off our bracelet. Oh, I love the way this turned out. What do you guys think? Do you like the purple and the green together? I think it looks really good. So did you see, I did this earlier, but I want to show you again. So this is how you hook them together. Now we have a little bracelet, and let's finish this little DCTC. I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it. I have attached the rake tip to the only color that we didn't use in the DCTC so that it will stand out. And I'm going to make a rectangle on the clear piece of plastic that we use over the template, but I'm not going to use a template. I'm just going to make a rectangle that is big enough for these letters to fit on. And then I'm going to add this little piece of hardware, and we're going to make a keychain. Okay, here we go. You guys see how that works? Depending on the side that you have pointing up, you can make smooth and textured lines. So I'm doing one of each, just alternating. One of the things that is, for me, the most difficult, but is definitely one of the most important things, is to apply steady pressure. So, you know, I've kind of messed that up a little bit. It'll look better when it dries. I've definitely learned that. Okay, so now we're gonna add the DCTC and press it down into the gel. Here's our almost finished product. And I wanna tell you guys something. This is not as hard as I'm making it look. I was able to do a lot of these off camera very easily, but I have a tripod sitting in front of me and it's kind of cumbersome, and so it doesn't give me a lot of space like right here. So it's hard for me because I'm sitting so far back. So I don't want you guys to think that this is difficult, because they're actually really easy to make. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we'll peel it up, and then we will use some of the gel to attach the little ring to the back, and then our keychain will be done. I like all those colors together. What do you guys think? That's really colorful, isn't it? While we're waiting for that to dry, I want to show you guys something. So this cuff is this pattern right here, and this is an intermediate level cuff. And I want to show you guys something. See how some of these pieces have come apart? That happens if the gel is not thick enough where it touches the other piece of gel to dry. But I want to show you guys how cool this is, because you can actually fix your jewelry when this happens, and it's really, really easy to do. So I'm gonna show you that right now. We're gonna start right here. So I changed the rake tip back to the round tip, and one thing I wanna tell you guys is you always wanna press these from the bottom up, and that gives the top of the tube all of the gel, so it makes it easier to apply steady pressure. So we're gonna put a little drop of the gel right here. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's fix the gold one next. Here's the gold one that has come loose. Okay, it's almost dry. It's not quite ready to peel off yet, but I did want to show you that I did use the gold to make a border around it. and I think that looks better. And I also want to just kind of recap the things that you can make in the deluxe kit. This is a template from the deluxe kit. And remember how we went back and fixed it, and now it is all repaired. Isn't that neat? So we have this cuff, and we have this cuff. This one that I showed you at the beginning of the video, the flower one. I love this one. And the earrings. And there's still a bunch of other templates that we didn't do in the deluxe kit, but we will do a lot more of these, and we're gonna get to all the kits eventually. I think next, I'm going to do either the neon or the sparkle kit. You guys can leave me a comment and tell me which one you wanna see next, the neon kit or the sparkle kit. And each kit has new colors of gel and new templates, so that will be lots of fun. I want to quickly show you that the deluxe kit comes with the headband, and we can either do like kitty cat ears or a bow, and we will do that at some point. I just wasn't I wasn't feeling like I could fit that into this video, but we'll definitely do that. I want to show you this really quickly. I should have shown you on camera, but I just decided to do it really fast and I wasn't recording. But what I did is, while the pink is still wet, I lifted up the corner and I just slid that little metal ring underneath, and I'm gonna let that dry, and then we'll be able to hook that to the key ring. And here, I'll show you these really quickly. Oh, I just undid the DCTC one, darn it. Anyway, don't they look cute? And here is our finished keychain. So remember how I showed you how I pressed that in, and now it's just stuck right in the gel. One of the things that I think that I like the most about these is how versatile they are. So remember, this part, the letters were the template, but then this other part I just kind of created on my own, so you could do really just about anything with these. So next we are going to connect this little part. This is the actual keychain that you put your keys on. We'll connect it to that, and it will be all done. So I had an idea. Actually, I thought it would be cool because you could write with the gel pens and just write your name. So you could do the bottom part first, like say that you made the gel part. And then after this dried, you could write your name on it. Like I would write Amy Jo, or you could write anything on it, your school name, or I heart Taylor Swift, or whatever it is that you love. And you could do that with anything. You could do a bracelet or a keychain. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just excited about these, so I think you guys are gonna really like them. Okay guys, that's it for our first gel appeal video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you leave me a comment and tell me which kit you'd like to see next, either the neon kit or the sparkle kit. And also, if you would like to buy Gel Appeal, you can find it at the beginning of March exclusively at Toys R Us and Target. This is Amy Jo with DCTC. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Another video, that's the end.
Come back soon or we'll miss you, friend.
DCTC. We do toy reviews. DCTC.
And we play with Play-Doh too.
Skits, pranks, eggs, and toys.
We make videos for girls and boys.
That's right.